Oh man. Oh man, not again. Gervonta Tank Davis says that Teofimo's cool, but he just ain't got the whole package. And if he stay at 135, he down to get that work and make that fight.
Are you eyeing Teofimo Lopez?
He's at 135, so I definitely gotta have my eyes on him. But the reason why he's saying that his eyes not on me because he has struggled to make the weight because he's bigger at too big at 135, and I'll be strong, moving up at 135, and I got the whole package. Teofimo do not have the whole package. He don't have the footwork or none of that. I have the whole package, and if he willing to stay at 35, we can make the fight happen.
What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the Super Chat channel donations, the Venmo donations, the Cash App, and the Patreon family. Y'all been showing love in the Cash App, $Boxingego. This is a great way to support the channel. Another way to support the channel is click on the link in the description. Use my affiliate link, ESPN Plus. Get ESPN Plus. They got a ton of original content, docuseries, documentaries, archive fights in the UFC and boxing for your viewing pleasure. You can get ESPN Plus as a standalone app, or you can bundle it, ESPN Plus, Hulu, and Disney Plus. 3 apps for one low price, $12.99. And again, this helps the channel continue to grow, stay original, and put out that content, that heat. You like it what you see. We got that heat. Now, let's talk about it. Gervonta Tank Davis was on Max Kellerman's show, Max on Boxing, and you guys heard the snippet. He says that his Teofimo fight is there for him. He says that he don't know how long Teofimo can, basically, I'm just paraphrasing because you guys heard the beginning. He don't know how long Teofimo could stay at the weight, but if he does stay at the weight, it's on. He said they can make the fight. He doesn't feel that Teofimo is as of a complete fighter as he is. That's what it sounds like. He says he ain't got the footwork and, he's not the complete package. So that's how I take that. And I want to give my thoughts. Before I get started, the fight you see on screen is this week. Showtime, they released the All Access, the 2 episodes for Gervonta Tank Davis and Leo Santa Cruz. Very good stuff. I haven't watched all of the second one, but the first one was definitely good, and I have some confidants. They said the second episode is better, so I got to catch up with that. Been a little busy. Sorry I didn't get right back at you. I've been a little busy with this dynasty. I just been busy grinding and working, but we are doing the BWP Boxingego watch party this Saturday. If you're new to the channel, come through. We're going to talk about it. I can't show you the fight for obvious copyright reasons, but you're going to have a live reaction, and we have a good old time. Gervonta Tank Davis, Leo Santa Cruz. It is fight week. They're doing the weigh-in on Friday, customary. And, I'm looking forward to this fight. I think this is going to be a good fight. Both guys seem motivated. Tank looks like he's on weight. Let's go. Let's get it, man. Now, aside from Tank, Leo Santa Cruz fight week, spooky season, October 31st on Halloween, Showtime pay-per-view. Teofimo, I don't like looking too far ahead because, again, the fight you see on screen, I think it could be a difficult one. I'm favoring Tank to win this fight, but Leo Santa Cruz, he's never been stopped. A lot of people think he's going to get ran through, but, he's never been ran through by anybody, including the likes of Abner Mares and Carl Frampton and, fighters like that. So I wouldn't suggest that is. If Tank can do that, then that just is a testament to where Tank's at and the confidence and power and skills that Tank possesses. But I look forward to a good fight. I don't want to get too ahead of it because, to me, no matter how much I like Gervonta Tank Davis and Teofimo, I like them both. But the thing is, I root my channel in realism. It's all about that ism, being realistic. And for a couple different reasons, I don't think Tank Teo is realistic for a variety of different reasons. You have a promotional hump that they would have to get over. Pause. One fighter with Mayweather Promotions, one fighter with Bob Arum and Top Rank. I don't know how well those two entities work together. They don't really work together frequently for fights. Yeah, we got Mayweather-Pacquiao, but that was also when the money was at its peak. You know, it was at its fever pitch, and there was so much money on the table, and it took Les Moonves at the time and CBS and a bunch of parties working together, and that was just too much money to leave on the table to not have Mayweather-Pacquiao. Tio is now a rising star. Gervonta Tank Davis is a star, but the money, you know, this is Tank's first pay-per-view. Tio's never been on pay-per-view, so there's no way you could compare a fight like this, no matter how good it could be and how much I would want to see it. It doesn't compare to Mayweather-Pacquiao because these two haven't done what Mayweather and Pacquiao have done. Again, Tank, we don't even know what his numbers are for the Leo Santa Cruz fight, let alone Tio has never been on pay-per-view. You know, even his biggest fight with Lomachenko, they didn't feel confident in the numbers that would come back to make that on ESPN pay-per-view. So Pacquiao and Mayweather, they came in at a different time where streaming wasn't as prevalent, and they were established pay-per-view stars, household names. So we're talking about two different things. Listen, this might offend some people, but the only people who would be offended in terms of like they don't want to hear this is because they don't want to be realistic. Don't watch my channel because I'm all about being realistic. So no matter how much I like the fight, which I do like the fight, I think it's a good fight. I think Teofimo will probably do the Top Rank thing and go up and fight at 140. So maybe fight Zepeda or Baranchuk or a guy like that to start him off in the division, and then seek the winner of Jose Ramirez and Josh Taylor and try to become, you know, undisputed up there, something like that. Go after some type of history, even though his fight with Lomachenko is not true because of the WBC. It's not Tio's fault or Team Lopez's fault, but because of the WBC created collusion and confusion, you know, it wasn't really undisputed like that. But it is what it is. The Lomachenko, he picked up a great win. Tank Davis, we'll see how he looks versus Leo Santa Cruz. That should be an electric fight. You know, I'm just looking forward to it. The one thing I will say, even though I don't think Teofimo Tank is a likely fight to happen anytime soon, because Tank just moved down to 130. You know, he only has one fight at 135. Meanwhile, Teofimo looks like, and he's said, you know, it's not just what he looks like. He said numerous of times that his plan was to try to unify and move up to 140 afterwards, and he just did that with Lomachenko. So we have to see how it all plays out, but they're in two different directions at the moment, you know. But Tank's a fighter and Tio's a fighter, so maybe it could happen. We'll have to wait and see. One thing I will say is I like this new class of fighters, these young class of fighters. If the people at the networks and the people in suits move the hell out the way, then I think we could get a lot of these fights, because they all show that hunger and that temperament, like they're itching to prove something. So I do like that, because that's something you can't teach. Either you want to be a businessman or you want to be a fighter. You know, it's hard to balance the two. Either you have hunger or you don't, you know what I mean? It's very, very thin line between the two. Tio seems like he wants to push himself and challenge himself. Gervonta Tank Davis the same, Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, like to a point, you know, maybe to a fault for some of their promoters. Like Golden Boy looks like they're holding up Ryan Garcia more than he wants to be held back, meaning Ryan Garcia seems like he's saying he's ready for Tank. I don't know if he is or whatever, they have to fight, but he's saying he wants those big fights and that he would fight Devin Haney or whoever, you know what I mean? So it's just a matter of the people in the suits who are managing the careers to kind of get out the way and let these youngins scrap. You know, Shakur Stevenson, he seems like he wants to prove himself and fight top shelf competition. So that's a good starting point. You know, it's not the whole thing that doesn't add the resume names to your resume per se, but that's an attitude that you can't teach. You know what I mean? Like I said, either you hungry or you ain't hungry. It is what it is. But first order of business, Tank Leo Santa Cruz, that's what's up. That's what's up this week. You can say whatever you want, but that's what needs to happen next. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know how I did in this video. Who would you favor if they did fight at 35, Gervonta Tank Davis or Teofimo? You know, both guys have power. Both guys have showed they can box. Tank is more athletic, and I think he's faster. T.O.'s bigger. You know, they're both confident. You've never seen a lack of confidence from either guy, even earlier in their careers before they became a champion. I would say Tank got the experience advantage as a pro because he's been a champion more times. He's been in the bigger cards. Like, he was on Mayweather-McGregor, which is a historically great financial card that achieved in, you know, massive success. Teofimo has never been on a card that big. You know what I'm saying? So those are, you have to factor that in. Like, you're fighting before a great audience, millions and millions of people. So experience-wise, Gervonta definitely gets that box checked off. But nonetheless, none of that, all of that kind of readies you, but it doesn't tell everything. So we'd have to see when they fight. Let me know if you think this is realistic. Drop your thoughts in the comment section and who would win, all that good stuff. But I like these young guns, this new class, you know, the XXL freshman class. I like them all. Pause. Drop your thoughts in the comment section as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.
So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.